What's up, fam, and welcome back. So today we're talking about retirement and pension in Colombia. Retirement and pension in Colombia. So before we talk about that, you need something to compare it to, right? So for example, in the United States of America, pension age is 66 years old as of 2019 today, right? And that goes for men and women. So 66 years old, and that's for people that were born between around 1950, if I'm not mistaken. And then in 1960, for the people that were born in 1960 and later, that's actually increasing to 67. It will continue to increase to 67. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So today we're going to talk about pension and retirement in Colombia. Is it the same as the US? Is it different? And I'm going to explain that to you today. So before we get started, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and then let's get going with the information. And we are back. So I'm eating a typical breakfast. I have eggs with some meat inside. I have some bread that you get from the pan store. I have orange juice, thank you, that you get from the refrigerator. So,
Pan store? Bread store.
the bread store.
It's not the Spanish.
Man, Spanish and English, man. I don't know which one to speak anymore. I get confused. So, as I started when I was walking about pension. So, I'm not going to explain too much about the United States because you guys are here today to learn about how pension or retirement in Colombia works. So, where do I start? In the US, the pension age is 66, whereas in Colombia, the pension age is 65, 62 for men, and 57 for women. So basically, for people like my mother, if she would have lived in Colombia, she would have retired 10 years ago. But it boggles my mind how countries considered first world like the United States, Canada, England, well, Europe, Australia, New Zealand have retirement ages 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. And then in countries considered third world by people who call it third world, the retirement age is younger. It's quite interesting. So what I want to talk about is how do you retire here in Colombia, because I know it's a little different from the US. So I have some friends that's going to help me out, because I don't really know how. I know it's weeks, years, age, and extra stuff. So you guys have any information? Do I have to put into my retirement in order to receive it at 65, or how does it work in Colombia? So how does retirement work in Colombia? Do I have to work?
You got about 6 months before you reach 62.
6 months before you reach 62?
Yeah, you start the process. You need to check with the pension company.
Oh, like the retirement office?
The retirement office.
Okay.
Depend, because there are still one that is public, that is from the government, and the rest are private funds.
Okay.
For retirement.
So you have public retirement, which is from the government,
Yeah.
and you have private funds, which is from what you put in over time.
Yeah. So depending on that, you go to one of them, and you ask for the process to retire.
Okay. So what if I'm 65, but I don't have enough money in the funds? Will I still receive what's in there?
Yeah, but you need to reach the two conditions. One is the age, and another one is the minimum amount of weeks that you pay for your pension.
Okay, so age and
your
weeks.
wage, from your salary.
From the salary.
Yeah, so one part is discounted from your salary, and the other one that the companies pay.
So if I have the age but I don't have the weeks, I can't receive the pension?
Yeah, you cannot receive. You need a minimum of 1,000.
What?
1,500? No. ¿Cuántas semanas son mínimas de cotización, mami? 1,200.
250.
I believe 1,250 weeks.
1,250 weeks.
Yeah.
So minimum 1,250 weeks plus the age.
Yes.
If you don't have the age,
That's for the public.
that's for public.
Yeah,
Okay.
For private, you can receive the amount of money that you have in the phone, the money that you save. It's a kind of saving account.
Okay, so it doesn't matter the weeks.
Yeah, in that case, it doesn't matter the weeks.
So if I have money in my private, can I receive both?
Yes.
I can receive the private and the public.
Yeah, you have two conditions. If you don't have in the public, you have in the private. So no that. And the other one is you have in the public, but you also have voluntary pension in the private.
Okay.
So you can receive both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So we have somebody here. Maybe you guys seen her in previous videos, but she does speak English. She does. So she's going to talk about her opinion of how she feels about the current system of pension retirement in Colombia.
So, as a younger generation that's about to begin work life, I feel insecure about what might going to happen. I believe a pension system is good. It should help you to being safe when you're about to retire and safe that you're gonna have a constant income. But currently in Colombia, there might be a possibility that our generation won't be able to enjoy a pension as it used to be. So I believe the safest thing would be to be our own boss, try to have our own businesses, and try to look for income on different ways. For example, I already have a first job, but I didn't put any money in the pension system yet. So I think you just have to go like old ways maybe and save money in your bank accounts and have a different plan to when you are going to retire. Also in Colombia, women's pension becomes earlier in life, so we have, let's say, less time to work and actually achieve the amount of time that is required. So that also works in disadvantage for us.
So most of the people goes back to the public because the public pays better.
They pay better than the private.
Yeah.
Oh, the public pay better than the private.
Yeah, because the private depends on the investments that they do. These private funds, they invest in the market.
Oh, okay.
So your money they invest in the market. So depending on how the market is going, you will receive higher or less money. Usually less.
Oh, okay. So private is better.
No, but public.
Oh, public's better, and then private is optional.
So in my case, I have public. I went back to public.
Back to
because
public.
I have it private, but everybody told me go back to the public because public. The amount is that in public they pay you 75% of the amount of money that you have is earning right now.
Oh, 75% of
So
what you're earning now.
earning right now 20 million pesos. They will pay you around 15 million pesos.
From what you're earning right now, not from what you were earning over the course of
Yeah.
time. So they changed the rules.
So that's the normal rule in public. In the private, they take the money you have
And let's give it to you.
and they say, okay, we can pay you month by month, or we can pay you an amount.
Okay.
You receive it. So you don't continue receiving anything else. While in the public,
You continue until you die.
you are paying. I am paying for the new people that are coming. So my pension, it was already paid by someone else in the past.
Okay. Yes. So the younger generation is paying for the people that retired.
The older generation.
The older generation is paying for
the newest.
For the new. Oh, okay.
So I believe the best thing to do is find ways to have different ways of income, and also be your own boss and be safe for your future when you're older by having your own businesses and handling your own way and not giving to someone else to handle.
That's interesting. You said that women's pension here starts earlier, right? But you said it's a disadvantage. I was looking at it like it's an advantage because you can have more time to enjoy your life. But since you said if you don't have enough money saved up, because you mentioned earlier that you need the amount of weeks,
exactly,
then it becomes more difficult to reach.
Exactly, because you have less time to reach those weeks and reach that amount of money. So if you finish earlier our retirement plan, that means we won't have the same amount of money that men probably will have. So the things that we would like to enjoy, then they're not gonna come from the pension money. They're gonna come from other ways of income or private savings or things like that.
Okay, so other streams of income, finding ways to. So in case you don't have the weeks, you can't get that money.
Exactly.
But if you have other streams of income coming in, that is like a different type of pension.
Exactly. You won't really depend on pension. You depend on the other things you have planned and other things you have income from, but not specifically the pension.
Okay. So basically financial independence, like I talk about all the time. Hope you guys learned a little something. For more videos like this, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like if you like these kind of videos, because I'm going to try to bring you guys more cultural insight of Colombia, like the pension system, maybe the bus system, how people operate the food, more cultural stuff. So holla, subscribe, and share this with people that you think will benefit from this information. And comment below what else you would like to see in upcoming videos. And I'm out.